What's up guys, Jerome here from the Bonsai Supply, and today we're going to give this crazy juniper its very first styling. So we're going to see what its potentials are and see what we can do with it. Alright, so this is a very old Procumbens Nana juniper, which is around 40 years old. It used to come in a plastic pot, but the plastic pot completely eroded away. These junipers are really common in like landscapes, and this is the common growth habit that you will see. They kind of grow along the floor. They're not really tall growers, but nonetheless they make excellent bonsai material. So this tree is extremely crazy, as you're going to see in about a minute or so. Has a lot of movement and a lot of going on the inside. So the first step that we're going to do is we're going to reduce the root ball to see what the trunks do and how they come out of the ground. Like if you see this one over here, it comes out of the dirt, but we don't really know what that connects to or what it does down here. So the first job would be to reduce the root ball and see what we actually have here to work with, and then choose the angle, get rid of the branches that we're not going to utilize today, and then start the styling process. Okay, so you can really tell that this tree was most likely in the same pot for like the 40 years, for as old as it is, because this is all solid roots. So I'm trying to wash out a little bit more of the dirt and assist me out here with the watering wand, and then I'm going to use the sickle and cut straight through the bottom of it so that we can then adjust it and choose a new angle. But this is a lot of roots in here, so that's really good. Alright, so this is how the tree set before, and it was totally fine to cut off all of these roots because this is all solid root mass. So this is filled with fibrous roots, so it's totally fine. And I think a cool angle would be something like that, kind of like a semi-cascade, maybe a little bit of a slanting, where this is going to be the front with this crazy trunk coming out with all of that movement, and then we have the second trunk down there. That's kind of what I envision. Of course, we're going to remove a lot of the branches, so it's going to be not as dense as it is right now. It's going to be a little more airy and open and less canopy. Alright, so I'm removing this trunk down here because it was in the way of the potting angle. And I'm using a concave cutter. That's my preferred go-to tool. But you could also use a trunk splitter or a knob cutter to do this as well. And then we're going to make sure that we kind of flush back against this trunk. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead now and pot this tree at the correct angle into this cascading pot, which will then help us to really style the tree once it's at the right angle. So I chose this dark blue cascading pot, and of course I'm going to use our all-purpose bonsai soil mixture to get the job done. So let's go ahead and pot this tree into this new container. so the next step, now that the tree is potted at the right angle, I'm going to use a little wire brush and just kind of clean up the trunk a little bit. There's a lot of areas where it's not quite clear what's the life vein and what's the deadwood vein already. So we're going to go ahead and clean this up. And then after that, I'm going to use my pliers and just crush the branches like this and remove the bark to expose the cambium below, so the deadwood or the hardwood. And then this will kind of add to the feature. So we're creating all of these branches. We're going to remove the bark and make them look dead. So they are going to be dead once you remove the all the bark. After that, we're going to go ahead and start to wire and style out all the branches. So let's get to it. Final outcome today. So we first repotted it at the new angle. We reduced some of the center root ball here. This is going to be further reduced down probably in a year or two once the tree has recovered from what we just did today. And then hopefully I'll have some cool trunk movement in here. I really do like the way that it came out. We created some deadwood up here and on the sides. The tree has a ton of movement and it's like a cascading style. This tree is now going right back out into full sun, and I'm going to water it daily, fertilize it, and just bring it back to health. And just keep in mind, this was its very first rough styling that it has ever had in 40 years. So it came out pretty good, I think. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Please let me know if you guys have any questions on junipers or if there's anything else that you guys want to see me work on. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.